Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Sellers through the noise. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sellers. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll move the tight end. A run for the quarterback. And the defense drags him down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Sellers. Sends it downfield, and he hauls it in inside the 30. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it. And they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Dances away. There he goes.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, they're after him. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. Going for 6. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the 1st drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your 1st possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Might be changing the route. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hendy were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He'll try it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Unloads quickly. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The run inside. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. The Hoosiers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gonna run it. It's Richard. Here's a little room there. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Indiana!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And they did tack on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Throwing Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Going to the run, it's Clark. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Richard. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Unloads it left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the ground with the counter. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. It's a running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Indiana. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sellers. Under fire. Got room at the 35. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Off the RPO, complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. In the red area, it's Clark. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Sellers to throw. Pressure coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football. He's such a weapon. We saw it.
And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Baylor taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Bears coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. at the 8-yard line.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Throwing, Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is a highlight-type play that they're going to be looking at all offseason. You needed to have that play on third down. The quarterback just tried to put it close to his guy. He was able to get one hand on it, and look at the stick-em there. That is gorgeous.
To the air, it's Sellers. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Hey, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Caught. Knocked off his feet.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Sellers going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Still on his... Makes the grab in their space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sellers to the air again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Clark. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Hoover. The quick out. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Running the red zone. It's Beebe. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Hoosiers right back at them. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of... He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he...
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here's Sellers to throw. Here's a heat. Still on his feet. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments that time. They were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Right around 4 minutes to go. A potential upset brewing that could really shake up the rankings next week. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead and kick a field goal here and make this a 2-possession game.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Huge 3 points to make it a 2-possession game.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The run inside. It's Richard. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Third and 6 yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the...
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
To the air, it's Hoover. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Four wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wide out. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Indiana!
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give and tick, 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 tick. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Throwing, Sellers. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. But guys, they are going to leave the offense out here. I know it's 4th and long, but a field goal doesn't really help you that much here, so you can kind of see it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolute shank. Missed it. Still leading by 2 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab down the left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Bringing the heat. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quick completion on the out. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
Only 1 second remaining in this one as they use the timeout, and we'll have one more snap. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Had everything all lined up. Got a good snap, good hold, good kick, but not quite far enough. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is